Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Vobes One-Eye Kenobi Showbie on a Monday, the 11th of April 2025. Hope you can hear us. Hope the picture is coming through. Had a slight minor change in the studio. Had some new legs put into the studio. And it's raised up the desk a bit, which I've now noticed my head is skimming on the top. But hopefully none of the leads have been interfered with. Hello and welcome once again to another exciting show. Lovely Julia is just coming. She's powdering her nose. We've had a bit of a mad dash. Cooked lovely steaks this evening. And some potatoes, some red peppers, and a sort of bean feast to go with it. Washed it down with a glass of tea, which was warm, so it should have been in a mug. And here we are, and lovely Julia, just as I say, getting herself ready. Now, on tonight's show, we have a number of videos to play in. In fact, we have 9. I think that's probably topped the lot. And somebody, Sean Taylor, sent one in, keep them peeled, right at the last minute, at about 7:22. And unfortunately, that's just too late for the show. If you're going to send a video in, it needs to be before 7 o'clock, an hour before the show, otherwise I don't get time to do it, but we will put it on Friday's show. Hello to all of you, and thank you so much. 91 people watching, which is absolutely smashing. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. The beginning of another week is starting here. It's all go, and it's all good. But I've put a cryptic clue up on the thing, and I've got a number of cryptic clues to ask you over the course of tonight's show to see if your cryptic brains are working. I know it's a Monday, and I know it's tricky, but we'll see how we go. In fact, I'm just going to lower my seat just a fraction. There we go, a little bit. And hopefully that's all right. So let's see if you can hear me. 2025, says David Vad. Yes, I know it is a bit... actually, I need to change one thing I need to change. If I can find the mouse. Where's the mouse? Let's just change this over. The lovely Julia will be here. We've got Angela Skelton out there, Nigel Sadler, Dave Ivad, Andrew Norris, Alison O'Brien, Lynn B, Lisa L, Tracy Murphy, and Mr. Basil B, Sensible Paul, to name but a few, the ones that I just happen to have been mentioning a few things out there. So here it is. Who is this singer? Now it's cryptic, so see if you can work this out, because I hope your brains are working. I'm not very good at setting these clues, so it could be a complete and utter disaster. Youngest son of a new media star on an excursion. Who could that possibly be? A lot of guessing going on, but I can tell you already, Mark Townsend has got it right. Billie Holiday, youngest son of a new media star being possibly YouTube, star of a show, could be me. My youngest son is Billy, and on an excursion could be a journey, or it could be a holiday, and there you get to Billy Holiday. Well done. Somebody got it already. That's amazing. That is amazing. So I've got some more. Peter Warby says, is it Cliff Richard? No, it's not Cliff Richard. Brian Jeffrey says, I can hear you now, got my glasses on. Excellent. I'm very pleased. Now get them on. Isn't that what Eric Sykes used to do, didn't it? He went deaf, but he found that the vibrations of audio would go along the stem of the glasses and actually help with the hearing. I think that's probably a true thing. But he used to find that wearing the glasses really helped. So on tonight's show, lovely Julia is just coming. She's just crawling across there like a little maggot, which is not a very nice term to say about the lovely Julia. Here she is.
There are many things you could have called me.
Yes.
A maggot?
A maggot. Could have said.
That's charming.
I could have said. I could have said
know.
caterpillar, I suppose.
Could have said caterpillar. Yeah.
How are you, lovely Julia?
You said like a baby.
Now you're looking absolutely stunningly beautiful. Before that,
10 minutes ago, I did not.
Yeah, no. 10 minutes ago, right, old hag came in. I said, "Who are you? What do you want?" And this.
I don't know what these hands are about.
Yeah, what are these hands doing? Is that the caterpillar hands?
Like, oh my God, I'm alive.
Oh my God,
Let's not be alive.
You've had a day of children, haven't you?
Yes.
And what makes it more interesting is it's other people's children.
Two of other people's children. So I had 4 boys today.
Because it's the holidays for you.
Yes.
I mean, it means nothing these days for me, the holiday, because I don't have the children coming back from wherever.
Boom. Yes.
So how's it been? First day of the holiday?
Yeah, it's been busy. It's been a long day.
Long days.
Yeah, it's great because not only, it's rewarding and exhausting.
Rewarding and exhausting.
But I've helped my friend, and I feel good about that. And also, I get to hand them back at the end of it. Well, 2 of them anyway.
Yes, 2 of them, not all of them, which is a bit of a shame. I would like to know if anybody else is having holidays and have got things that they would normally not have to deal with, like children in the day, or perhaps they have other issues that you have to do. Perhaps that you've got a spouse. Is a spouse just a woman, or is it the other half?
No, it's just your other half.
It's just your other, yeah. That's
It's usually the married other half.
Yes, the other. Maybe your spouse or partner is not working at the moment because they're on holiday, and you're now having to deal with them. Are you looking after them, or are they now having to still look after you? That's a question for you. I've come down with a cold, says Alison O'Brien.
Oh no.
Oh, well.
Sorry to hear that.
I hope the guinea pigs are all right. You can always blow your nose on them. I'm sure that's quite good.
Marion Mitchell says, what's a holiday? That's a good question.
Yeah, what is a holiday? What is a holiday? My wife's Easter holiday starts next week, says Mr. Basil B. Excellent. Sean James Cameron says, I haven't had a holiday since 1980s.
Ooh, Pete.
When you've got an allotment, you're always on holiday. I suppose that's true, yes.
Peter Warby says, we are going to the Lake District for a holiday, our local park and boating lake. Oh, fantastic.
Well, there you are. It's going to be very nice to have holidays.
Yep.
We've got something lined up, but we can't tell you anything about it at the moment because, we are going away on a little thing, but I can't say when as yet because I know all the thieves will be in if I say when we're going. So we're not going for a couple of years. So then, we'll tell you when we're back. That's the best thing.
Why is David Vad apologising for being single?
I don't know. Why are you Apollo mission?
Is it to do with your comment just now about spouses?
Is it? I don't know. Could be taken on holiday. Audrey Forbes says, I wasn't aware it was holiday time. Oh, it's life, the universe and everything. It's always holiday time.
Simon says, children are for life, not just for Christmas. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, unfortunately. Even when they're elderly, they're still for life. And mine are elderly. Ish. Anyway, listen, we've got 9 videos to get through, and what has been really interesting is a lot of these are people that you've never seen or heard of ever before. We stopped random strangers along the street. Yes.
New blood.
And we said, "Oi, who are you?" And send us a video.
Yoink. Come with us.
So some names you will remember, some names are a blast from the past, and some are completely new to us. So we have, on tonight's show, Andrew Norris, Mark Burgess, Terry Banton. We have Steve Mitchell, Roy Edwards, we have Rachel, we have Ray of Hope, Nigel Sadler, and Sean Gingley. So fantastic! This is really good. I'm so enthralled. I was trying to say I'm so pleased, but that's not two words trying to combine. So I'm so thrilled, impressed,
pleased.
Yes, pleased,
impreased.
Impreased that. This new idea of getting you guys to show us yourself has encouraged more people to come along.
Yeah.
So I think
I don't suppose your little video from, was it yesterday?
It was Saturday. Wasn't
Saturday,
it?
Yeah. That probably helped.
I hope, just to remind, and I may do more of that just to give people a kick up the old. What's it?
I meant to get a video, but I didn't.
Yeah, well, you've been busy with boys.
Yeah, I was going to get a video in my little bit of a free time when I was off singing.
Oh yeah, singing.
But I didn't get around to it. I was just too into it.
Oh well, can't be helped. It's one of those things. Life's the universe, isn't it? Anyway, wasn't your singing cancelled?
No.
Oh, it wasn't. Oh, there we are. So it's all right. You can sing whenever you like.
Yeah.
Right. I think we better kick off with first of it. Otherwise, we'll never get through them. So we're going to kick off with the first one that's on my list, and I'll tell you who it is in a sec. Just as soon as I can find him on the system, because now I have this little punch thing, and I've got to just quickly see.
Thing?
Yeah, where I punch buttons.
Imagine doing boxing.
No,
punch bag then.
Well, buttons to press, and they're all labelled up. You see, I have to label them up before the show, and then I glance down here, and I think
all the wrong ones.
Yes, I got to find the right blooming one. We're going to start with Andrew Norris in Croatia, in the middle of nowhere, telling us about, guess what? Daffodils.
Hello everyone. You can see behind me some daffodils. I have a collection of daffodils that I've accumulated over 10, 11 years, and I will tell you the story of how this happened. In the meantime, here's a little tune. Some of you might know this one. We had quite a bit of rain yesterday and some hail, so my daffodils now are looking a little bit battered. But anyway, this is the beginning of my collection. This one is called Ellen. My youngest niece is called Ellen, so I had to get this one. But around 30 years ago, I met an extraordinary woman living in a beautiful thatched cottage next to the round church in South Ease in Sussex. And I was taken there by my friend Geraldine to meet her, and she was a daffodil expert, authority, and she had around 90 different varieties in her garden. And I was so impressed by her and by her collection, I said to myself, one day I will start a collection myself. So I will show you some of the daffodils that I've got here. This one I got from my mother. I planted it maybe about 8 years ago. This one I got from a friend in America when he visited. He brought me 2 varieties, and this is a particularly beautiful one. Some of them have the most exquisite scent, and I love the way the light shines through the petals. Then at the back of the house I have the ones which I first planted. Yeah, I forget the names and how many I have, but these ones have always coming up really exquisite. The ones I have here are particularly important to me because here's where I buried my beautiful dog Lucy. I found her on the streets immediately after I finished my degree. I came to Croatia, and I came back to Croatia, and I didn't know if I would stay in the country or go back to London and try and find a job. And then I found this dog on the street and I thought, well, someone's got to look after it, so I decided to stay here, and it was a great decision. And then I have these ones here, and I have my father's ashes are buried down here, half of them. And I only ever have one regret in life, and that is that I never got an audio recording of my father's voice. But what I do have is the nearest equivalent, and that is these. these wind chimes. This was the sound he heard every day outside his kitchen. So I was particularly grateful to receive those here. So I have them hanging above his plot. So I wake up in the morning, I look out of the window, I enjoy my daffodils, think about my dog, think about my father, and everything's good. Especially today, nice and sunny.
And there we are, all those wonderful daffodils for Tales of the Riverbank on the guitar. Well done. That was very lovely. Thank you very much, Andrew. Kicked us off very beautifully.
There's something so lovely about the sound of an acoustic guitar.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I particularly liked those American daffodils. Really lovely. Just brilliant.
They
Nice one.
don't
Thank
grow
you.
them like that over here.
No, they don't.
Apparently.
Oh, rubbish. Don't make me do accents.
No,
please.
sorry about that. There we are, Andrew Norris in Croatia. Fantastic. Thank you very much. So there we are. That's kicked us off with lovely daffodils. In fact, I've got daffodils in my garden, but they're all dying now.
Yeah.
Mine are dying. I've seen others where they're dying. And in fact, I've got the Spanish bluebells coming up.
Yeah.
In my
Mine
garden.
have come up as well.
So
And my two daffs have gone as well now.
just goes to show the change of the seasons goes so incredibly
So
fast.
fleeting.
So there we are. Right, moving on very swiftly. We have another cryptic question for you. It's quite contrary, baby. Main performer singing. Who can that be? Mark Townsend has guessed, but he's wrong. I'm sorry to say. But
He's half.
you're kind of... Yeah, well, let's not give too many clues away at this stage. Otherwise, it'll just go like that.
not
We
half
haven't got
that,
very
anyway.
many things. But I can see where you're going. Could be that person, but it's not who I had in mind. So there we are. Lynn B says it's lovely that the bulbs from other countries survive there, Andrew. I took some of my sisters to a... something.
To Fuerteventura.
To Ace Ventura, but they didn't survive. I love daffodils. First signs that winter weather is coming. Warmer weather, in fact. Warmer, not winter.
Thank goodness. Don't want winter weather back.
No.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Guitars are okay. I once bought a second-hand violin, but someone fiddled with it. That was Brian Jeffries there, which was marvellous. All good stuff. Does you play the ukulele?
Ukulele.
And talking of violins, you've still got a violin.
Still got a violin I need to get fixed up.
It's had a violent problem.
It did have a violent problem.
Yeah.
The
stem,
bridge slipped.
What is it? The what slipped?
Bridge.
Oh, yes. The
bridge
bridge
slipped.
over the River Kwai. It's stipped.
Yep.
Stipped. Conor McLeod says, is it a Spanish guitar?
Spanish guitar is where you've got 3 nylon strings and 3 steel strings. I didn't spot any nylon strings on that one.
And do they not use catgut anymore? Is that a fallacy? Did they ever use catgut? Was that just a...
Yes, they did. They did used to. For violins.
Oh, for violins.
And I guess they would have done it for guitars and all.
Before
string
nylon,
instrument.
I mean,
Yeah,
they would
yeah.
use steel, because steel's been around for a while,
Steel's been around
presumably.
for a while, but it was too expensive to use for that, wouldn't it?
I don't know.
It was just easier, I guess, to use the byproducts. I'm not convinced I was right about Spanish guitar now, but hem.
Lynn B says the internet keeps freezing where she's missing some of the videos, so we'll watch again after the show. So, sorry
What
about
a
that,
pity.
Lynn. So, yeah, there we go. Anybody else having a little guess at who we're talking about? Who is this person? Quite contrary, baby. Main performer singing. Who can that be? Mark was almost right, but he was a bit wrong. But we'll leave that where it is. They used to... Oh, sorry, go on.
Andrew Norris is confirming that they used to use catgut for lutes. If I can put my teeth in.
How would they do that then? The cat's guts. That's the fallopian tube of the...
I'm not sure if it was specifically catgut, but
Something of a cat.
it was always called catgut. I don't know. But it was gut. It was definitely the gut.
Yeah,
was
not
twisted
the
and turned.
contents of the gut.
No.
No,
Just the
like the sausage,
the
the outer skin of the
tissue
gut.
that makes up.
And
Yeah,
how
this
would
is
they?
disgusting.
What would they do? How would they make it into a
Twist
string?
and stretch and pull and
Like
dry
wool?
it out, and I don't know.
David
Something like
Vad.
that.
David Vad says, "Is it Ken Dodd and the Diddy Men?" Very close, but absolutely
Dang.
way off.
Dolly Parton, says Simon.
Dolly Parton. Quite Contrary Baby. If you can get Quite Contrary Baby, you're pretty much there. You're pretty much there. Quite Contrary Baby.
And it's not the first one you'd think of either.
No. Strings were... Here we go. Some news straight in. Strings were first made of sheep's intestines.
Yeah.
Called catgut.
Yes, it's the tissue that makes up.
Why would you take sheep's intestines and then call it catgut?
I don't know why you'd call it catgut.
Why not sheep gut?
I don't know. Maybe it's a joke on the whole, for it, because it's being made into an instrument. So,
Right.
Sounds like a cat. I don't know.
Contrary to popular belief, violin strings were never made of cat's intestines.
There you have it.
There you have it. Lynn B, very close. She says Mary somebody. Yes, Mary somebody. Who
Mark
is it?
Townsend says Maria Callas.
I'll give you a clue. The first part, the first part is what was it? Quite Contrary Baby is a film name. The rest is Peter Warbley's got it already. Brilliant. Well done. Mary Hopkin. So Quite Contrary Baby is Mary's Baby, a film. Main performer in that was Anthony Hopkins. The singer of the name Hopkin is Mary Hopkins.
Very nice.
It's a bit of a round the houses type thing, but I love those cryptic things. So there we go. Right, time for another visit into the video box. And who is doing what today? We've got a lot to get through, so we must get through them, and time is ticking by. Mark Burgess has been out. He's doing something with carrots and seagulls. Mark,
Intriguing.
what have you been up to?
Look, look what I grew. Organic carrots. Wow. I'm a bit surprised about that. I saw the tops, just pulled them up. Really big. Quite surprised. Amazing. The seagull has landed. It's one of the ones off the roof. There's a couple of them up there. They've had chicks and stuff and everything. But every day, this one will come down and nag for food. Patio door. Flies down, taps on the window with his beak, as if he says, "Where's my breakfast?" or "Where's my dinner?" And he's crowing away now as if to say, "Stop talking to that bloody camera and go and get me some dinner." But you've already had some. You have to wait. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with those. Normally when I grow carrots they don't come out that big, but these have been in the ground over a year, so maybe that's why they're a bit bigger. I noticed also my little pine tree, it's got pine cone on it. Amazing. First time I've seen it do that. I'll tell you more in another video.
Tell us on another video, Mark. There we go. Interesting carrot.
It
Or
looked good, didn't
carrots. Have you eaten them? That's what I want to know. Or did the seagull get to eat them? There's the big question. Seagulls, or rather gulls, like herring gulls and
Black-headed
gulls, are
Those are
interesting.
the only two gulls I can name, actually.
Yes, I used to know a lot of gulls in my youth, but I don't know. I didn't see
I
the
see
gulls.
what you did there.
You see what I did? Know what I mean?
see what you did there.
Nudge, nudge, say no more. Could be taken on holiday. Yes, Round Britain quiz. That's right. That was the BBC Radio. Is it still on? I guess it is. I love that quiz. So this is. These are with just people. These are just people, but I like setting the clues. Deciphering them is something different. And we have to get our brains out. The worst type of gull is the dive bombing type, says Peter Warby.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's when you want a good brolly.
Yeah. Or a air rifle. Oh no, you're not allowed to. They're endangered species, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah. Because if I hurt a
If
gull,
I ever caught you with a rifle or any kind of gun pointing at any kind of animal,
yeah. But
I'd be replenishing my violin strings.
I'm a bird murderer.
For months, for years.
Aren't I? I am a bird murderer. I once ran over a pigeon. Years when we first went away to Glastonbury, we left your place, and there was
just outside my house.
Yeah.
Overtaking a car,
I
and I was
put
like,
my
"Watch
foot
out
down.
for that!"
Watch out for that.
It literally was a pop. Sickening sound.
I didn't really know about it, and then when we came back, was it still there?
I thought I'd seen,
Yeah.
I'd been seeing things, but yes, it was still there, flat as
Flat.
a pancake when we got back.
Hadn't
a couple
flown
of days
off.
later.
It obviously liked the
Weird
tarmac.
thing that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just,
No one had gone out and scraped it and cooked it or anything like that.
poor little thing.
Mark Burgess says about the what's her name's Hazel had them Saturday dinner. The seagull too fussy to eat the veg. Thank you very much, Mark. So there we are. At least he wasn't gullible, says Brian Jeffries. Fantastic. So this is all good fun. Right. I've got one more clue. I've got two more clues to set for you, but we'll get to the next one in a moment, because I think it's time to have a look at our third video of the evening to find out what you guys have been doing over the weekend. Terry Banton.
Oh.
We've had him ring in.
Yep.
Well, we've never had a video from him.
Nope.
But tonight, ladies and gentlemen, yes, Terry Banton, this is your life. Eamon Andrews from the 70s, but most people won't remember that. Here is Terry. What have you been up to, Terry?
So hello friends of the Vobes Show. Today I'm attempting my first video for uploading. Whether it works out or not, I do not know. But anyway, here is my layout 1:76 scale, or otherwise known as the 00 gauge play group station. But no, it's not play group station. It's just my way of playing in lockdown. And I've expanded the layout a lot at great expense, but there we go. So here we have in the foreground a Rushton Hornsby Queen Anne shunter. I think it's associated with Scotch whisky distillery and all the rest of it. It's towing a Maltsters Association of Great Britain van, wagon, or whatever you like to call it. In the background is Smokey Joe. He's drawing some petrol wagons. And behind it we have an austerity grey N7 class locomotive drawing a Sherman tank, probably much used during World War II. And in front of him or her is a blue Sentinel, which was first introduced on shunting duties for 1956. And just behind those are Class 66, diesel, Royal Scotsman, Class 66, drawing a train up to Scotland in its day. And there we go. Cars being drawn behind. And behind that there's a GWR Class 94XX with sound, if I can get it to move, but I'll probably try later. And behind that is a Class P shunter, freight duties, and behind that the Tornado. And even behind that there is a small Peckett W4. And in front of that, in the foreground, is a LNER locomotive J36, which seems to fancy the locomotive six-wheeler drawn by a Brighton and South Coast Railways green liveried terrier. The terriers were built in whenever it was, a long time ago, at Brighton Works, but ultimately ended up in working on the Isle of Wight Railway. Behind that we have the Class A4 LNER Mallard, who broke the speed limit in 1938 of 126 miles an hour and has rarely been exceeded since then, probably not because British Rail and Network Rail can't cope with the tracks for more than 125 miles an hour. So there we go, just a brief encounter, and hopefully we shall enjoy, but not fossil fuel. Cheers, bye.
Brilliant,
Fantastic.
Terry. Thank you so much. Interesting to see the train there that you said was made some time ago, whenever it was, a long time ago. It seems like there's a hell of a lot of work in setting up one of those train sets. It's not the sort of thing you get out on a Sunday afternoon for a couple of hours and you start laying the track and then, mum's dished up, got to put it all away. It's a permanent thing, isn't it?
So satisfying, I'm sure. But
Yeah.
it's really lovely I love having a nosy around it.
It's amazing how many
all the
people
little
are
details
Yeah.
that people put in.
It's amazing how many people are interested in that kind of thing because, we've got Station Master's Choice. I
Who
know.
is Cheshire Cat grinning?
Yeah, absolutely. Nigel Sadler, he likes his trains. He's got one up in the... I don't know whether it's still there. He said he was going to dismantle it, I think, but it's. He showed me the train set. I made a video about that. And I know Chris Navad, he likes his train sets and does a lot of modelling and all of that. So, yeah, trains are a big thing. And so, yeah, fantastic to
Yes,
see.
please, Station Master's Choice. You should send something in to show how your layout is growing, indeed.
Yeah,
Definitely.
we will have layout wars.
Thanks for that, Terry. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, great stuff. Time is passing, so I'm not sure that we're going to get time for phone calls in tonight's show because we've only got 3 videos in. We've got another 6 to go, and we've got cryptic clues. So we may have phone calls on Friday. It's just nice to mix the format up a little bit. So I'm not going to type this one out. I'm going to read this one, and those of you who are clever clogs, see if you can get this, and then we'll play the next video in. So this is quite an easy one, I would think. So this is Poldark First plus Cathedral Mountain. Who's that? Poldark First plus Cathedral Mountain. Have a look at that one. 153 people watching, which is fantastic. And Seabird says, I always like the old steam engines. Great one at Banton in Devon. And Marion Mitchell, nice setup, Terry. I used to manage a toy shop that sold Hornby, and I've been to the factory at Margate several times for the training events back in my younger days. Is that where they were made, in Margate? Don't know
I'm
why.
assuming so.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, okay. We are going to East Preston to catch up with Steve Mitchell. Where are you on this big dial of buttons, Steve?
I'm doing a video today. This is down by the seaside at East Preston. In the view there, right in the distance, is actually Butlins. But sorry about the noise of the wind, obviously, because it's quite a windy day. And I'll pan round and do a little walk. Down here, we have a lagoon that comes along there when the old tide goes out. It's really nice to walk in. And then up here, over here, if you can see in the distance, it's very hard. Probably better see them. That's actually the Grampian wind farm. That's quite a large one, and they want to extend it, double the size of it, so that's supplying a lot of the UK's energy. That's right in the distance there. It's 7 miles out to sea, and then it's a bit windy down this, I'm afraid, and then obviously zoom out, and then up here, and then around there. We do get sand down here, and it is nice on a nice day, but it's a little bit windy. But I thought I'd just show you the local beach, and it's quite nice there. As I keep saying, sorry about the wind, but it's quite windy down here today, so it's not the best day to do a video. But hopefully you can hear me, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. Well, I'll let you guys go, and thanks again. Cheers, bye.
It's so nice to see the seaside. Not seen the seaside for years. Oh, no, wait. No, but it's nice to go and see the sea, isn't it? I mean, sometimes...
Oh, we do like to
be beside the Grampian, or the Rampion. Steve did actually
Grumpian.
say... Yeah, the
I think
Grumpian.
it should now be called
I think I should call it Grumpian for sure. I'm grumpy. I certainly don't want it to be extended. I don't even like it. If I could get my chainsaw out there, I'd chop them all down. I hate the look of the Rampion. Steve did mention in his email to me with the video that he'd got the name wrong, so he does know what it's called. But it's so easy, slip of the tongue when you're there. I do it all the time.
Yep.
Phobisms happen.
My eldest is at the age now where he starts pulling me up on every time I make a mistake with my words.
With
and
your
I'm
worms.
thinking, this is what it's like. I did that a lot with my mum at the same age. So.
Yes, that's it.
Sorry, Mum.
Brilliant stuff. Brilliant, Steve. Thanks very much for showing us that. Colonel Cragratty is telling us that the Margate factory was the original Triang model railway. Then they got taken over by Hornby. Oh, I see. The original Hornby was metal rolling stock and had a third rail track. Triang was a 2-rail track. Technical stuff. I remember having, as a kid, I had these. I was small, so they were big. They seemed this size, but they probably weren't. With these massive keys that you wound them up, and you had these enormous track. I mean, enormous. That you had these metal sliders that used to go in. And we had these clockwork trains. They were brilliant and must be worth a mint now.
I bet.
But they got beaten and banged because we would run them ragged. But probably worth an absolute fortune. So there we go. It was nice to see you, Maz, in the background there, looking after your son on the beach. Thank you, Steve, for sending that in. That was really nice. Station Master's Choice says original Triang factory was Rovex models. There's a lot of knowledgeable people about model railways out there.
There is
there?
quite a few fans of it out there.
I feel like my ignorance is being shown or revealed because I'm not very good with that. Richard, you lucky balustrade, says David Verd. Yes, they were great, but if only I had one to just reference now, because they felt that big. I'm sure they were probably much smaller, but
if you looked them up on the internet,
I don't know what gauge it would have been or anything like that, but they were great fun. Big keys, and because we were forever losing the bloody key.
There can't be that many of them
in existence.
I
mean, they were tin. They were made of metal and tin. You know, they were proper things. Probably an old Hornby. It wasn't Meccano. Definitely wasn't Meccano. Because I had Meccano as well. You know, had all the little holes in it, Meccano and nuts and bolts. Wasn't one of those. Definitely was a vintage, thing.
Ooh.
Was it the
Rosie-
larger O gauge?
Rosie Raver buys, sells and restores vintage toys of all types. Great hobby. That is a great hobby.
Yeah. Well, if you've
Awesome.
got any of
Bet you make a
those,
mint on that too.
if you've got any O gauge clockwork, I'd love to see a picture.
Yeah.
It'd be lovely to see.
Would you do a video
Would you do a video
of
of
some
them?
of your stuff or your latest project, what you're working on at the moment? That'd be really interesting. I'd love to see that.
Yeah, because I mean,
Please, if
to me
you-
it was just
if
a
you could.
train, not a locomotive. I was a kid. It was just a train, not an engine. It was just a train. Of course, I'd been educated since then.
Been head.
Now, talking of being hegemocated, has anyone got this? Poldark First plus Cathedral Mountain. Who is that? Who could that possibly be? Poldark First plus Cathedral Mountain. I thought that would be nice and easy. Bit of brain power in there.
I actually helped with this one.
She did help with this. She did help. Typist now on final warnings.
Oh yes, that's an in-joke with Bernie because
right.
he often, as I do too, I'm a
Yeah.
typo queen, he makes a mistake and he blames it on his typist.
Yes.
Keeps joking he's going to get them sacked.
Absolutely. Poldark First plus Cathedral Mountain. Yes. Who could that possibly be? Peter will be saying Robin Ellis. It's not Robin Ellis, but I know where you're going because he was in the original first Poldark. I see exactly what you mean. So think this will give it away.
Hang on a minute, Maz. You don't have to have watched Poldark. You just
No.
have to.
You just have to
have
think.
read it, maybe.
Yes. If you know the novels, that will help with you with the answer. If you know the novel. Ross Spires, says Mark Townsend. No. Very famous person. This is, but see how you get on. Right, we'll go and have another look at another video whilst you're working that bit out.
I think she got it.
By
Jove, I think Angela Skelton has got it.
Angela Skelton, yes!
Sorry about the slappy.
Yes, there we
Yeah,
go.
made me jump.
Fantastic. It did make me jump. I nearly leapt out of the skin. No, don't do it again.
Oh,
We'll
yeah.
freeze the
Ooh.
frame. Winston Churchill, they're all getting it. So
Ooh.
the logic is, of course, Poldark First is the first name of the author of Poldark. Winston Graham wrote the book. So
And then my
Winston,
part of the. Yep.
Yep.
Then my part was the Cathedral Mounting, so the opposite of that would be not the opposite, being a kind of
Church
yeah.
on a hill is
Cathedral on a
Churchill
mountain.
Cathedral Mountain. I think that's quite easy. Once you get there, Winston Churchill, brilliant. We have one more for you before the end of the show. This one is a special one.
Special, very special.
Special one. This one's a special one. But before we get to the special one, we have another video. This is from Roy Edwards. Roy used to send in videos, and he was out. He's got his own channel. He goes gallivanting around the countryside. He's got a lovely camper van. He does all sorts of things. He's electric car fanatic and all of those things. He's out and about a lot, aren't you, Roy? Love to see. It's great to see you back sending videos into us. It's interesting to see what you get up to. So he sent one in. It's plainly what I've been up to. So Roy, take it away.
Greetings to the Vobes Show. I'm in Abington, Oxfordshire, for the weekend in my motorhome. I'm just going out on my e-bike. It's really nice here. Where I am, a little shot off my GoPro here. Just a little view here. Lovely. Greetings. How are you? You alright? Yeah, nice to see you anyway. Come for a chat? Yeah. Oi, watch my camera, you. Act 1, Scene 2. Right. Yeah, hi to Richard and everyone and Julia at the Vobes Show. Enjoy the show. I like all the new format that you do. So just a quick hi from me and a bye from me as I'm just riding along on my e-bike. It's a lovely day here at Abington. So it's bye from me, folks. Have a good week, everybody.
Ah,
Lovely.
great to see you, Roy. And yes, Abingdon looks very nice. I've stood on the riverbank. I think I've stood on the other side of that riverbank. Not sure. When I did a couple of days up there. 3 years ago now it might be,
Something like that.
or 2 years. I can't remember if I went during the lockdown or not during the lockdown. It's so difficult to sort of gauge because the lockdown seems like one lump of 2 years that nothing ever happened, but things did happen. But lovely to see you there on your e-bike, see your
Yeah.
motorhome.
Yeah.
Yeah, do send
Lovely
in.
little duckies.
Well, I love the duckies.
Like the slow-mo
Absolutely.
take-off.
Do send in some more vids of what you're up to and where you're going and all of that. It looks great. What brilliant thing to tour around in a motorhome with an e-bike to go and zip into town. So you can park
Fantastic.
out of town and then zip in on the e-bike. Brilliant stuff. And presumably if you park at one of these caravan and camper van places and you get your electric hookup, you can plug your bike in to charge it. I think that's absolutely fantabulous.
Audrey Forbes Hamilton says she's never forgotten his cobblers video. That was the very first video he sent in, wasn't it?
It was,
It
yeah.
was marvellous.
Absolutely.
Ever so humbling, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was a video whereby he was crossing this little
Stream,
water
yeah.
with a little precarious bit of wood, and he slipped in, bless him.
And he left it in and
Yes,
showed us.
that's right. But yeah, specifically that bit.
So,
It was great.
great.
Yelled cobblers! or something like that. I
Cobblers.
can't remember exactly.
Yeah,
but that
yeah.
was great.
If you're going to have an
Fantastic.
expletive, that's the expletive to use.
So yes, we still
love it.
remember. That made a good impression because we all still remember it.
Yeah, we remember your cobblers, even if they were a bit wet. So, yeah, okie dokie. We're going to go to the Cotswolds now to get some lovely Cotswolds sounds, care of Rachel. So I'm going to make us disappear and Rachel's video will come. Now, unfortunately, Rachel said, I've made a boo-boo. I filmed it in vertical instead of horizontal. She will do better next time. That's okay.
It's not the end of the world.
No, first time, we can be forgiving.
We'll let you off.
It happens to us all. So here we go. This is Rachel's video in the Cotswolds. Prepare to listen. That might have been it. Hang on, I'm going to play it again because that seemed very short. And sorry about the huge noise at the beginning.
That wasn't helpful. Ah, bliss.
Sorry.
So good, it had to be done twice.
Had to be done twice, absolutely. Sorry about the large at the beginning. That was me getting my knobs in the wrong order. If you get them in the wrong order, you get a little bit of feedback.
It's a bit messy.
Yeah, it is very messy.
One imagines.
£12.50 a night where he's staying, says Roy. Yeah, I mean, I've got to look to see where I can put my van and how much it is. Because the last time I went camping, it was like a £5. But I think things have changed in the last 30 years. Lovely sky. Thank you very much, Rachel. We really appreciate that.
Zorbeck or Zorbeck. I turned it up only to get that loud noise
Yeah.
blasted into my ears.
I know, I'm so sorry. Sorry about that. Do apologise.
Like I said, that was less than helpful.
Yeah, sorry.
Oops.
Oops. I didn't realise it was...
You couldn't do a serious ASMR anyway, could you?
No, I couldn't do a serious one. I didn't realise it. I forgot that it was very short. Give us at least a minute, because by the time I've twiddled my knobs and turned the sound down here and then do it in
Blimey,
reverse.
governor.
Yeah, cool, blimey. Anyway, that was Rachel. We've got Ray coming up in a minute. But before we go to Ray, and time is ticking, just going to set the next one for you to think about. So the next cryptic one is ex-Chancellor of the Exchequer, Grand National Seat Maker. Who is that? You'll know the name. ex-Chancellor of the Exchequer, Grand National Seat Maker. In the meantime, let us crack on with Ray. Ray, bit long. You did it last time, bit long. Bit shorter would be good, but we're happy to play it in. Let's find out what he is up to on this occasion. Where are you, Ray? I don't want to play Roy. There he is.
Well, Richard, you asked what we're doing at the weekend. Well, today, in a nice sunny morning, I'm going to give the lawnmower its annual service. Now, the first thing I've got to do is take the blades off to sharpen them. But to do that, I've got to turn the lawnmower over on its side. Now, the best way to prepare for that, so you don't get oil everywhere, is to find the top dead centre of the engine, and then that seals the cylinder, so you can't get any oil into the cylinder, and the valves will be shut so it doesn't spread anywhere. So the first thing I'm going to do is find top dead centre. You do this by pulling on the starter rope until you feel now that's firm. So that means the cylinder is at top dead centre. So now I can take the plug out. The plug obviously is dirty, but I'm not going to change it. And a wire brush, that will clean up nicely, we can reuse that. And now I can turn the lawnmower on its side. I'll take this bolt off, remove the blade, and I'll take the blade to the garage for sharpening. Be back soon. Right, here we are. See, nice gleaming edge there, both sides. Also, we need to sort of hold it in the middle, make sure that it's balanced before we put it back. You don't leaning too much to one side or wobble when it starts rotating. So we put it back on. Fins go towards the machine because it's going to blow the grass into the grass box from there. So excuse my backside for a moment. Nice and tight. I shall wire brush the plug and get ready for the air filter. Back in a minute. Okay, cleaned up the plug, put that back in, and remove the air filter. Oh, state of this. That's one dirty old air filter. Look at that. Throw that one away. A nice fresh new one. Tighten up the plug. Tighten up the air filter screw. And I'll check the oil just to make sure it's got the right level, and then we're ready to go.
There you go. That's how to mow the lawn. I should be doing that this weekend. Changing the blade and mowing. Oh, wait a minute. I don't have a lawn. You've got a lawn.
I have, but it's underneath a lot of junk at the moment.
Underneath
Sadly.
the junk. Brilliant stuff.
Was a lovely lawn.
Thank you so much, Ray, of Hope. And I said it a bit long, but actually, you're getting better at it, and I love what you're doing. It's nice to have that little bit of engineering stuff. We've sharpened the chainsaw blade. We've changed the blade on a chainsaw. Hate to think what we're going to get next. It's going to be exciting to see. But thank you so much, Ray. Love it.
What's the dog called, by the way?
Oh, yeah.
Gorgeous. Love an Alsatian.
Love the dog.
Or German Shepherd, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, German Shepherd, I think it was.
Yeah, Alsatian is the same thing, but they started calling them Alsatians after the war because people were shying away from the fact that they were called a German Shepherd.
Oh, is that why they used to take Dachshunds and during the war and chuck them off bridges and things? Because they were German sausage dogs.
Really? Seriously?
Yeah.
What am I drinking here, Julia? It's Lift lemon tea.
Lift lemon tea. See how it lifts?
Cold water. It lifts.
It lifts coasters. Easy as Pythagoras. So there we go. We should have had more videos like this. In fact, the the merrier. Da-dum-bum-bum. Hey! Oh, that's all good stuff. Thank you very much. We are running out of time, but we will get through the next few videos. Well done to Angela Skelton. You got it. Did anybody else get who it was on the Poldark first? No, that wasn't the one. Ex-Chancellor of the Exchequer, Grand National Seat Maker. Did anyone get that?
Yes.
Apart from Angela, Angela came up with Nigel Sadler. Ex-Chancellor of the Exchequer, of course. Nigel Lawson gave you Nigel. Grand National Seat Maker. The Grand National is a famous
horse race.
And horses have seats because they are
saddles. And
the person who makes them must be
a saddler.
Hence Nigel Sadler.
Yep. Ray of Hope says the dog is called Solo. He was the only one in the litter. That's really odd. That really happens, doesn't it? Gorgeous, lovely dog.
So when he made a mess, you know who it was if he was in a litter?
Yeah, never mind Han Solo. It's poor Solo.
Poor Solo. Love it. Excellent stuff. Thanks to Mark, what's his name? It's gone now. Townsend, for saying you like the quiz, by the way. Thank you very much for that. I've just come up with one more. I'm going to leave you with that in a minute. But we have a couple more videos to get through. What's that?
Nigel Sadler says, I've never been the answer to a quiz question before.
No, and
just for the record, he'd already had that written out and laid out before the show.
Before the show, we thought, let's see if we can
It wasn't just because you made the comment about the Round
Britain quiz, but it's funny that you did that. But it so happens your video is next. Nigel Sadler has put in a video. He's been out to some interesting places. Nigel, I know you're going to tell us where you stayed in this lovely place. Where are you on the area?
Just quickly, hello to Butch from Durrington.
Oh, yes, nobody talks to you, Butch. Nobody ever mentions your name, but we will, and everybody else will, of course, because we very much appreciate you watching and tuning in on the show. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. If you're enjoying the show so far.
Like and subscribe.
And yeah, that would be grand. So, Nigel Sadler and your good lady, where are you? Apparently you can't hear it. Nigel, so sorry about that. Hang on a minute. We could hear it and we were enjoying listening.
Yeah, we were loving it.
Hang on, monitor and output. No, that's us. Where are you? Hang on. Can't even see the video. Hang on a minute. Bear with
Nigel
us.
says, I seem to be a bit mute. And it's
Yes.
another quiz. Guess what he's saying, says Lord
Guess
Jeffrey.
what he's saying.
Yep.
Hang on a minute. I've got-
Subtitles not included, says Simon.
Where are you? Bear with me.
We're bearing with. Oops, this is Philip readers only, it would seem, said Bernie.
Yeah, there we go. Sorry about that. That was for the that was a version for the death where you just do the lip sync and you read it for yourself. We will start again. Sorry about that, Nigel. I had it set so that only we could hear it in the studio, and we were thoroughly enjoying it and assuming it was going out, and it was going out, but only to us. However, time's ticking.
We were being greedy and keeping it to ourselves.
I think. Let's do watch Kelly though, as she's desperately trying to keep up wherever Nigel takes the camera. That
had me chuckling.
That was very funny.
First time I've seen her face. Lovely lady she looks like.
Here we go. Nigel Sadler, where are you?
Hello, this is Nigel and Kelly. We've just spent a lovely weekend in an Airbnb in Newark, which is in East Sussex, not far from Haywards Heath. And we're in this lovely converted barn thing with this amazing attic roof. Just look at this roof, which is all one big space. It's a sort of living room and bedroom, and with a kitchen and bathroom all downstairs. And we've had a great time. We spent more time in the nearby village of Fletching, which is sort of a village that time forgot. It's a late medieval buildings all clustered around the Saxo-Norman church, quite a lot of Victorian bits added. The interior of the church has got lots of medieval monuments and alabaster tombs and things and brass rubbings, which is quite remarkable. A thriving congregation. We went to the Palm Sunday service and there were some 60 odd locals there. Quite an eclectic bunch, all sort of retired ladies and gentlemen in their tweed jackets, all singing along. And in the afternoon we went to a concert, didn't we?
That's it. Yes, lovely concert, sing-along concert.
A sing-along musicals concert. We had a lovely pub lunch. We visited several pubs before we found the one that we liked particularly. The Fletching is an expensive place. It's £25 just for the main course of a Sunday roast. So we were able to halve that by finding a really good meal in the Royal Oak?
Royal Oak, yes.
Here in Newark. This is the end of our 3-day stint. We're going off to Sheffield Park now, where we're going to go for a walk before returning home. So hope you all enjoyed that. See you on the next one. Bye.
Fabulous.
That was
Brilliant.
lovely.
It looked like a lovely little place she was staying in.
I just
Really
wish
lovely.
Kelly would have given Nigel a bit of time to talk, really.
Reminds me of somebody.
Yeah, I was going to say, to remind you of anyone?
Even when you were busy trying to fix things, and I'm like, it's all right, I can fill the air for you, and you're still going, I'm like, shut up, I'm trying to have your back, mate.
Yeah, I know.
God, blimey.
I know, I'm sorry.
Can't get the star.
You can't.
Can't get the star.
You can't get, no, not anymore. We've got a fantastic star who can do it all. One day, you're going to do the show on your own. Yeah.
Nobody will watch.
They will. They'll be watching more.
They'll all go, oh no, run away.
Seabird says, never get an alcoholic to mow your garden as it will only land up being half cut. But we love the corny jokes. Thank you, Nigel. The food shots are a homage to Mark English. Oh yes, because Mark English is going around the Surrey pubs having pub lunches. But I'm very envious, actually. He's got the money to do it. I said that as if that was a dig. That's not a dig.
No,
it's just if I go, Julia wants to go, and then if Julia goes, then Elijah wants to go, and little Joe has to go, and suddenly, before you know it, we're all
The
there.
farmer wants a wife.
The farmer wants a wife. Ooh, our Marjorie Dar. The farmer
God
wants
blimey,
a
Lord
divorce.
Jeffrey Harrison. How long have you been watching this show? Julie is a completely different name.
Yeah. What name is he using?
Julie.
Oh, I don't know who she is.
Me Julie.
Julie.
Copyright strike.
Right, so that was Nigel Sandler. Thank you very much. We've got one more of these.
And Kelly.
And Kelly, yes.
Kelly.
And Kelly. We've got one more to go. Sean Gingley, coming over to you. He's got a bike weekend. Oh, what kind of a weekend did he have on his bike? We'll find out in a second. But first, I'm going to lay this down for you. Not Sterling M, but Posh Paper. Who's that? Angela Skelton, wait for her mind to go bing. Not sterling M, but posh paper. Who's that? Easy. Meanwhile, over to who is Sean? Sean Gingley. Where are you, Sean? You're on here somewhere because oh yes, right at the top.
Not that one.
Not that one. Here we go.
Something for the weekend. Hello, Richard, Julia, and viewers. I'm Sean Ginley, and my plans for the weekend: a bicycle ride. I'm well prepared. Got my helmet. Got my bike clips to keep my trousers out of the way. Got my key for my lock. The trouble is, I've got two other things as well. Have a look. Can you see this? And the back tyre is just the same. 2 flat tyres. I am well prepared. I've got one of these. I know how to do it. I know how to fix flat tyres, but not really on a bike with wheels like that. So, didn't go out for the weekend. Well organised apart from the wheels. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.
Oh, Sean, felt for you there. Felt for you. Get everything ready, and in the end, bloody punctures. I know what it's like. Had a puncture in the van.
Yeah, twice.
Twice, but I had the fortunate thing of calling out the AA. But I wouldn't have noticed if it wasn't for your son.
No, it's funny, wasn't it?
And I'm not talking about Elijah, the older son.
No, the 2-year-old.
The 2-year-old.
He pulled up and immediately, as soon as he saw the van, he was like, uh-oh.
Pointed at the tyre.
What's
and
the
I
matter,
went,
Joseph?
oh, it's a flatty. Oh, how brilliant. Thank you so much, Sean. I've thoroughly enjoyed tonight's show with all these different videos from all of you guys.
Seen all these new faces.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Wonderful.
It really
So,
appreciate
for example,
it.
it's the first time I've seen Nigel Sadler's other half's
Kelly?
wife.
Yeah, it's lovely to see you, Kelly.
Face, really nice.
And nice to see Terry as well. And Roy, it's great to see you back again. Sean,
gobblers!
We've not seen gobblers. We've not seen before, and of course some of the regulars who we haven't seen, and it's been brilliant. So keep it up, guys. And if you want to have a go, you can see how easy it is. You don't have to have a massive production. You just simply hold the camera up, try and hold it that way, not that way. And just tell us, it can be as short or as long, well, not as long, but, 4 minutes max, 3 minutes ideally, something like that will be great. Have you enjoyed the quiz? Have you enjoyed it? The not sterling M, but posh paper, I think Will Martin got that first. James Bond, not sterling M, Sterling Moss. It's not him, so who else was a famous racing driver? James Hunt? Oh, yes. Posh paper, writing paper, Basildon Bond, put them together, you got James Bond. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I enjoy putting those together, so we may do some more if you enjoyed them.
No!
Simon says,
out of time.
We ran out of time! Simon says there's more viewers than ever, so that's been great. Give us a big thumbs up if you're enjoying the show. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Back again on Friday. Is that Good Friday?
Yes, I believe it is.
Is it a good one? We're going to make it a better one. Especially if the lovely Julia is in. More quiz, please, says Simon. Righto, we'll think of some more quizzes that you can get your head round. Thanks so much. Sorry we're a little bit late tonight, but finishing. Been great. Big thanks to Andrew Norris, Mark Burgess, Terry Banton, Steve Mitchell, Roy Edwards, Rachel Ray, Nigel Sadler and Sean Gingley for the video contributions. Wow. Big thanks to Judith and Sean for being out there moderating. Massive thanks for Julia. I nearly slipped into it then. For coming in.
Totally different name.
I
know it's stupid, but it's totally different name.
And we will do some more fun on Friday. Take care, look after yourselves, have a great week. See you at the end of it.
Humongous thank you to Richard Vobes who put it all together. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Take care and good night.
Good night. Bye.
Mwah.